Yeah, Bang Bang Radio. I just turned on YouTube, yeah, and I see Dave Courtney doing a podcast with Sean Atworth about the Krays, yeah. Ronnie Bender told me about the Krays, and also Tony Lawrence told me about the Krays, and so did Frankie Fraser in a way, yeah. But the Krays solicitor was a guy called Ralph Himes. Ralph Himes was as bent as they come. Not, I'm on about gay bent, but bent, i.e. with money wise. Ralph Himes was one of the top solicitors around at that time, as bent as anything, yeah? So I heard Dave Courtney talking about the prosecution got hold of the defence and said to the defence, listen, if you can get, he's talking to Ralph Himes, the solicitor, yeah, saying, if you can get the Krays to plead guilty to the murder, we will offer them a good deal, and they will let all the others off, like Ronnie Benders and all the others what was involved, Chrissy Lambiano, the Lambiano brother, all that will be let off. The Krays are supposed to have said, what Dave Courtney said, no, let's go together, let's all get put away together because we need them with us if we go away. These are people that you read about, the Krays, that have written 4 or 5 books. Everybody looks at them as big, tough gangsters. How can they be saying things like that? That Ralph Himes was offered by the defence, by the prosecution, a deal, a lot smaller deal than what they got, that if they plead guilty to it, they let all the others off. All the other people involved in the case, they're let off because they really weren't involved with it at all, as such, yeah? And the Krays go, no, if we go down, they're coming with me. And I can't believe that, mate. I mean, I remember Ronnie Bender in his cell talking to me, going white, mate, going pure white in his face, yeah? When he was talking about that, saying, Ray, you know, they put us in it, mate. I mean, I'm doing 20 odd years for what I did, and what I did was nothing comparison to what they did, and I done nothing, and they would got, you know, and to think that they wanted us to go with them, if they'd have pleaded guilty, they'd all got off. I mean, what sort of people are they to do that? You know what I mean? And everybody looks upon them, oh, they're white gangsters, and it's down as the Krays as being gangsters. How are they gangsters, mate? It just makes me feel sick. Do you know what I mean? It's just too much, mate, that they said, no. If we go down, they've all got to go down with us because we can't do it by ourselves, you know. And I talked to Ronnie Bender, you could see Ronnie Bender, that in his face, that, you know, like, you know, and it's just, it makes you mad, doesn't it? You know, Ronnie Bender, beautiful wife, you know, and all that, kids and all that, and all of a sudden that happens, yeah? And the Krays put them down as well. They got to go. Yeah, you're going to go away with me, yeah. And when I talked to Tony Lawrence, who was with the Richardsons, and Tony Lawrence was saying, listen, it was well known, right? Everybody knew that Ralph Himes, right, was involved with other solicitors, and it all comes out of proportion. Everybody talks to everybody else, you know what I mean, saying this and saying that. And the Richardsons were told. Even though the Richardsons were away at that time, were told, yeah, that Ralph Himes was going to make a deal with the prosecutions for the Krays, and they refused it. Everybody knew about it. Everybody, not one of them said anything about it. And you know what I mean? It's shocking. The Richardsons went crazy, called them all sorts of grasses, no good people, yeah? Fraser, he said they are what they are. He said they're no good people, they're grasses, they're no good, mate. He said even though the Krays, even though Fraser went to see the Krays and was matey with the Krays family as such, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. Frankie Fraser could not believe all what come out. And now it's really come out. For Dave Courtney to say that, because Dave Courtney was well involved with that little firm, and he knows, for him to say that Ralph Fiennes was offered a deal by the prosecution for the Krays to go guilty to it and get a lesser sentence, and they went, no, we're going to fight it, they're going to come with me. All them others are going to go with me. Anyway, I can't believe that. Give me your comments on it. That's terrible. Bang, bang, rail, yeah? Bye-bye.